Hello and welcome to Central Lyon High School for tonight's Siouxland Conference basketball games between the Sheldon Orabs and your Central Lyon Lions. I'm Jeff Cruz. I'll be in the call here tonight as we are getting set for the first game of the doubleheader. The girls' portion of tonight's action coming up here. Let's start out by taking a look at some of our pregame stats. Sheldon comes in tonight. That should be 1-8. Sorry, not 0-8. 0-7 in conference play. Lions 10-1 overall, 8-0 in conference play. Sheldon averaging 36 points per game. They shoot 26.5% from the field. They average 25.2 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 10 steals per game. The Orabs also shoot 54.8% from the free throw line, and they average 25 turnovers. Central Lyon, on the other hand, averaging 64.6 points per game, shooting 46.4% from the field. They average 30.6 rebounds per game, 13.1 assists, and 10.3 steals. Central Lyon also shoots 67.4% from the free throw line, and they average 14.3 turnovers per game. Lions were in action last night and earlier this week, Tuesday. Earlier today, I did have a chance to sit down and talk about those two games with Coach Grafing, and we also talked a little bit about tonight's matchup. We're going to have that interview after these words from our sponsors.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice. Or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
Students in high school sports learn to live active lifestyles, the value of hard work, teamwork, and juggling the demands of academic and sports schedules teaches time management skills, all necessary for success beyond high school. Practices, games, and tournaments are all lessons in perseverance, and through it all, growth of friendships that will last a lifetime. DeNoble Austin & Company PC, a proud sponsor of Central Lyon Sports.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined by Central Lyon girls head coach Heather Grafing. Coach, thanks for joining us.
It's good to be here.
All right, Coach, let's start with a game from Tuesday. The Lions got the 89-67 win at home over Okoboji. What'd you think about that one?
Okoboji is they're just a team that's really scrappy. They play really, really hard. I told the girls before the game, I said they're kind of like a migraine. They just never go away, and that really came true. So you have to apologize. Obviously, I lost my voice, so I told Jeff he should have to whisper too, but he doesn't want to. So, yeah, I thought the girls did a good job of just persevering. That was the most points that's been, I think, scored against us this season.
Yeah.
But to their credit, Okoboji plays really hard. Definitely some things that we picked out that we need to do a little bit better on the defensive end. But overall, I thought the girls did a great job of finishing.
Yeah, you can always find, you always find things to work on, obviously, but when you score 89 points, offensively at least, things were going in our favor a lot of the times. It was very fast-paced. I enjoyed it. Mr. Groen, who was doing stats, didn't enjoy it quite as much.
Sorry, Mr. Groen.
Trying to keep up with all the action. I mean, we would score, and next thing you know, they're already 3/4 way down the court, and then sometimes they would score, and before you can even type in who scored, we had scored again on the other end of the court. Or I think one time we had 5 offensive rebounds in a row.
Yeah, Jessa and Danica were playing eeny over.
Yeah. But that wasn't fun for him. But overall, another good win. Always good to win at home, especially like you said, Okoboji. I think they have one senior on the team, but doesn't really give any meaningful minutes.
She's one of their reserves.
Yeah, so. And so a team that's learning. They're mostly juniors, but they do have a couple freshmen that come out there and play, and so they're sometimes. I say this about myself at times, and sometimes you're too ignorant to be scared about things. You just go out there and play because that's what you do. You don't really care.
We've always, for years, that's something that their former coach kind of put into place. But Okoboji always comes out really, really strong. And so a goal for us is always to match that intensity. So offensively, we did great. But defensively, to Okoboji's credit, they were going in a game that is fast both ways like that. You're going to have a lot of shots.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of shot attempts. So your score is going to reflect that. But there are things that defensively we picked out that got to be a little bit better. But
Yeah, but anyway, get a win, move on. It was good.
Yep.
And then last night went over to Cherokee to face another ranked opponent.
yeah, that's the rest of the year.
Pretty much every game it seems like. Unfortunately, lost 63 to 52 to the Braves. How did that game go?
You know, Cherokee's obviously a really good team. We knew that. I thought the girls going into it, as far as how we approached it, was really good. They've got a 6'3" girl on the inside. That's really, really good. She's really just an athlete, really long. I thought Ellie Hofer and Taylor Reibkema did a fantastic job on her. You know, she was underneath her average for scoring. We made her earn what she got. I thought that was really, really good. They got a very good little point guard that plays for them. And she's tough. She's a little bit like Danica.
Yeah.
You know, she's just a tough player. For us, I think a lot of it was the things that we could control. There were some things that happened that were out of our control. But the things that we could control, we didn't always do a great job. We had some, especially the first quarter, some passes that just weren't there. We were trying to force, and so we can learn from that. Rebounds, that was probably the most physical game we've played in, probably in the last couple of years. And you know, getting rebounds and understanding that they're going to come and they're going to hit you, and you got to really, really grab those rebounds strong. There's a lot of times where we had a rebound end up getting it tipped or stolen away. So if we can learn those things now, it's going to help us down the road. You know, you think last year at this time, we had 3 losses, and we learned from all 3 of those losses. So we're never going to let a loss not be used to our advantage. And so everything I needed to know about those girls when I walked in the locker room, because everything I was going to say to them after the game, they'd already said to each other, and there was no feeling sorry for ourselves. There was no even really frustration. It was just like, okay, this has got to get better. After the game, it felt more like a halftime locker room where what they were talking about, what we were talking about is tonight. Like, we're going to learn what we need to learn. We definitely have some things that game made us better, but it doesn't matter if we don't apply it. So tonight, I'm really glad we can get back on the floor, hopefully apply some of those things, and hopefully that's another one of those games where at the end of the year we look back and we point back to Cherokee and say, that game is what made us win this game, and I think that we can do that. But I can't say anything about the girls' efforts. They did a fantastic job. Like I said, Ellie and Taylor on the inside on that 6'3" girl did really well. A couple times we lost one of their shooters, but really the girls are with me. We were down at one point by 15 and climbed back to, I think it was within 1 or 2. These girls just don't have any quit, and that's the kind of stuff at this time of the year. That's what I want to see, and so that's what I saw.
Yeah, and I think right before half too, it wasn't quite that bad, but a good run at the end to have, and you're going to have those sorts of things. When you face adversity, how you respond is probably even more important than what led up to having that deficit. So
yeah, no, and the girls responded awesome. Like I said, before I got in the locker room, or as I was walking in the locker room, I could hear the conversation, and it was all about things that we can control that we didn't. So the girls are ready. We're going to learn from this. And this could be a game that very much could win us a game down the road.
Right.
So.
Well, and now tonight, speaking about getting right back on the court, right? Sometimes that's a good thing, right?
I think it's a good thing tonight. Yep.
And tonight we have Sheldon starting the second go around in the conference now, as we started the year with Sheldon over there. What will we see from the OREPs?
Well, right now I'm kind of going through this morning since last night. Cherokee, again, by the time we got home, it was pretty late. So actually right now kind of just going through some of their updated numbers and such. But Sheldon is a team that's much improved. When we played them there at the beginning of the season, they had some kids that, they just play really hard. They got some really good shooter. So it's really going to come down tonight. We're going to step out, and we really just want to play better fundamental basketball for 4 quarters.
All right, Coach. Well, I'll give your voice a break, let you rest. Maybe go in your class and tell them to be easy on you today, and you can be loud tonight.
The fun thing is in my classroom when this happens, which is often, the kids whisper back. So it sounds weird, but actually my classroom's as quiet as it's ever been because the kids whisper back when I whisper.
Maybe when you're having a hard time not during basketball season, you should fake losing your voice,
That's not a bad idea.
so that then you can have a nice quiet
That's
classroom.
not a bad idea.
I'm always thinking. I'm not in the classroom anymore, but we're
I really
always,
like that.
all right. Well,
That's good.
thank you for taking some time to join us today,
You bet.
and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of our pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we're getting set to do our starting lineup. We'll start by looking at the visiting Sheldon Orav's starting lineup. Lineup will look like this: a senior number 3, Taya Sudbeck; senior number 4, Jada Kamstra; freshman number 5, Andy DeGroat; junior number 11, Emma Bunkers; and senior number 24, Abigail Van Beek. Head coach for the Orabs is Anthony Bartz. And now for your Central Lyon Lions, their lineup will go like this: number 4, a senior, Cheyenne Struckman; number 14, a senior, Danica Hugedorn; number 24, a senior, Anna Myberg; number 32, a sophomore, Taylor Reibkema; and number 52, a junior, Eliana Hofertz. Lions, as always, coached by Heather Grafing. Take a look at the Siouxland Conference standings. See Sheldon tied with Boyden Hall in 8th, Central Lyon leading the conference. Looking at the series history between these two, Central Lyon has won 13 in a row, including the game from earlier, the first game of the year between these two teams. We're going to take a quick break as the national anthem about to take place here in the gym. We'll be back with the tip-off here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids, just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Sieber Defaults, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here at Central Lyon High School as we get set for the tip-off here between these two teams. Taking a look at the Iowa Girls High School Union rankings, which were just updated this past Wednesday. Central Lyon is the second-ranked team in Class 2A. Other Siouxland teams, you've got Rock Valley third in 2A, West Lyon seventh in 2A. In Class 4A, we also have MOC Floyd Valley at 11th and Sioux Center at 14th. Looks like we're ready for the tip. It's going to be Van Beek for the Orabs, Hofert for the Lions. And the Lions will win the tip and get the first possession. They get it to Ripkema underneath. Ripkema up and in. Taylor Ripkema, second on the team in scoring, 14.1, and a forced turnover by the full court pressure. So the Lions get the ball, get it in the hoop, and then get the forced turnover. Hoogenhorn out to Ripkema, almost stolen away, and it is going to be stolen away by number 11. That's Emma Bunkers. Stolen back by number 14 for the Lions. That's Danica Hoogenhorn. Hoogenhorn over to Struckman and up and in for another layup. And that one's going to be thrown out of bounds off of Sheldon, and another turnover. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Orabs so far, as Hoogenhorn will bring it up the court. Struckman with it. Get a post touch from Hofert. Give it right back to Struckman. Now a give and go, and Giant Struckman up with another layup. So Struckman back-to-back layups here. Lines up 6-0. Full court press again. That was number 3, I think. Sudback with a miss, and then Bunkers got the rebound, put it back up and in. Gets her first 2 points. First 2 points for Sheldon as well tonight. Ripkema misses, gets her own rebound, misses, and the rebound comes down to nobody off of Sheldon. Central Lyon will maintain possession. And Ada Vanderzee going to check in for the Lions. Ada, the normal starter, but it is senior night here. That was stolen away by Taya Sudbeck, and then Sudbeck double dribbles. As I said, normal starter would have been Ada Vanderzee, but senior night tonight, and Coach Grafing has 3 seniors. We'll talk about them in between the games, but Coach Grafing giving all 3 of her seniors an opportunity to start tonight. Hofert down low, gets stuck. She's got to get out of there and get out of the lane. Three-pointer, Struckman, no good. Vanderzee down with the rebound. Lions will reset, fresh shot clock here. Down low, and that shot is missed by Struckman, but she is fouled. You see here on the replay. Good post touch there. Struckman fouled, but she will head to the free throw line, where she is a 68% free throw shooter on the season. Double click. Vanderzee with it there. Sorry, had a technical difficulty with our video board. Had to step away from the mic for a second. Lions with that 7-2 lead. Hagedorn on the dribble drive. Gets cut off into Hofert. Hofert left-handed. Cuts off there nicely by Van Beek. Now Struckman gets it. Struckman has it put up. And a jump ball, and Sheldon will have the possession. Lions still in their full court press. DeGroat gets it up. Breaks the press into, that's a Van Beek at the high post, has it stolen away by Struckman. Lions looking to push the pace here. Nice dribble there and spin moved by Hagedorn. She found Ripkema, but Ripkema misses. That's Bunkers on the dribble drive, right-handed shot, no good, and another jump ball on the rebound. We've got mass substitutions, 10, 25, and 30. Let me get those numbers to you here in a second. That is number 30, Allie Lang, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 25, Brielle Sauer, a 5'9 sophomore. And number 10, Brooke Jonas, a 5'6 freshman, checking in for the first time tonight for the Sheldon Orabs. Hofert trying to find Ripkema down low. She does, and nice cross-court high-low there from Hofert to Ripkema. Taylor Ripkema gets the bucket, and she will head to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity. Ripkema 4 points and 3 rebounds already here unofficially. That one no good. Rebound comes down to Struckman, and the Lions will reset. Hagedorn wide open three, no good. Rebound to Struckman, and Struckman gets it up and in. Coach Bart going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Remind everyone, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel so that you know when we post videos or when we start these live broadcasts. And be sure to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and X to keep up on all the latest news. So the Lions out to an 11-2 lead here, halfway through the first quarter. Looking at the last 5 games for both of these teams, Sheldon has not won a game yet, so they've 0-5, obviously, in their last 5. Losses at home to MLC Floyd Valley, Okoboji, and Unity Christian. Losses on the road at OABCIG and at Rock Valley. We get to the Lions' last 5 games here when we get another break. Sheldon gets it in. Emery Lincecum checking in for the Lions at that last break. Looks like she checked in for Cheyenne Struckman. And that's a turnover by number 11, Emma Bunkers, as she threw it directly to Lincecum. Lincecum finds Ripkema. Apologize for not changing the camera angle. I'm a one-man crew here tonight. So I don't have a producer. Either way, we get the layup by Reipkema, and Reipkema will go to the free throw line. That foul was committed by number 11, Emma Bunkers, her first, team's third. And that one is good by Reipkema, and it's 14-2. Reipkema now 7 points and 3 rebounds. They get it across the half-court line, does Sheldon. Three-point attempt by Sudbeck, no good. Vanderzee down at the rebound. Push ahead there to Lincecum. The Lions will reverse it. Hofer thought about a high-low there. Kind of a half-hearted effort on a pick and roll there by the Lions. Got to have a little bit more. You gotta set a screen before you roll. It's twice now the Lions have just kind of stood there, and then before the defender does anything, they try to roll. Good post entry though. The assist from Vanderzee to Hofer, and the Lions with another bucket. That's Kamstra, who's going to be fouled. That foul is going to be called on, I believe, Hugedorn. First foul on the Lions. DeGroat back in for the Orabs. Checking in for the first time for the Lions, Jessa Vanderweerd. And back in for the Lions is Struckman. Van Beek missed, got her own rebound, then has it stolen away by Jessa Vanderweerd. Vanderweerd finds Struckman down low. A little too late, though. And the Lions now reset. Struckman on the dribble drive. Cross court to Taylor Reipman. Now Vanderweerd with it. Vanderzee now at the top of the key. Struckman being guarded by Van Beek. Going to take it all the way in the triple team. She has that one blocked by probably 3 different Orabs. Van Beek comes down with it. 3-point attempt by Sudbeck, no good. And now we'll have a stoppage in play as Struckman a little slow to get up from that last dribble drive. Grabbing her stomach. Looks like maybe she just landed on, got the wind knocked out of her. She is not limping or anything. Checking in for her, I believe, is number 14, Danica Hugedorn. And we're back in play. 2:06 to go here. Lions with the 16-2 lead. Be sure to stay tuned at halftime as we have dance performances at both halftimes tonight. Girls and boys game. Also have senior interviews during our halftimes. Rotation. Reipkema. Good. Taylor Reipkema with a 3 from the corner. One of the things that make Taylor stolen away by Hugedorn on the turnover by number 5, DeGroat. And Hugedorn gets the layup, and another timeout going to be taken by Coach Bart. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back with more basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
We're back here in Rock Rapids. Sheldon will inbound, down 19 here with 1:28 to go in the first quarter. Lions fall back into just some half-court man-to-man defense. Aspen Van Hollen in the game now as well. That missed three-pointer, it goes out of bounds. And Central Lyon will have the ball. Hagedorn up top of the key. Now the Lions reverse it. They go back to the middle. Vanderweerd, a dribble drive, loses it. Hagedorn runs it down. Backdoor cut, Vanderzee up and somehow gets that one in. Take a look here on the rebound. You watch Vanderzee at the top of the key there, goes top to bottom, takes the contact, gets it up and in. And she is headed to the free throw line. Make sure I say hi to Brady Grafing, watching all the way down from Tulsa for the Chili Bowl Nationals. Coach Grafing's husband down there. Ada's free throw up and in. I know I said it needed help, but Brady, I'm going to pass on a fifth grader's help. I know the attention span of those type of kids, so I'm probably better off doing it on my own. Not that your kid's not, couldn't do it, but foul there, calling the Lions on the drive by Sudbeck. At least I know the attention span of what my kid was like at that age. Taya Sudbeck, 5'4" senior, will head to the line. She is a team leader in points per game at 13.1 for the Orabs. That first one up and in. She is a 66% free throw shooter on the season. Hofert back in for Reipkema for the Lions. And now Struckman back in for Vanderzee. Good to see Cheyenne back in after she went to the bench with a injury. And second one up and in as well for Sudbeck. Oh, first 2 points of the game for Taya Sudbeck. Hofert high-low to Lincecum. Lincecum gets it, gathers, no good. Rebound is going to come down to Brielle Sauer. Bunker is going to lead up for the Orabs. Shot no good there by Sauer. Rebound comes down to Struckman. 18 seconds to go. Vanderweerd leading it up, gets it over now to Struckman. Now Danica Hagedorn with it. Lions got 10, they got to go. High-low, backdoor attempt, no good. Vanderweerd, open three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Hofert. And that one is, we'll call that a no shot there to end the quarter. Lions, though, out to a commanding 24-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. We're back with more basketball after these words from our sponsors.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the start of the second quarter. Orabs will start with the ball here, down 20. Shot gets up by, I think that was number 11. Yes, Bunkers, and the rebound comes down to Vanderzee. Reipkema on the fast break gets the buckets. Assist goes to Vanderzee. That's Sudbeck on the drive, puts it up, no good. Van Beek down with the rebound, no good. Now Reipkema with the rebound for the Lions. Hagedorn going to drive baseline, tries to kick, but Hofert was cutting to the basket, but he goes to Reipkema. Reipkema, wide open three-pointer, good. And Taylor Reipkema now 15 points here in the first 9 minutes of the game. As I said earlier, she is averaging 14.1. Missed three-pointer there by Sudbeck. Rebound goes off the Lions, and Sheldon will have the ball in the corner. Repco averaging 14.1, second on the team. The team leader in points is Danica Hugedorn with 17 points per game. Rebs get it in. Shot up by Kamstra. Goes in. Nice bank shot there. It actually banked and then rolled all the way around the rim, off the backboard, and back in. Now Struckman with a wide open three. No good. Vanderzee, quick rebound, and up and in for Vanderzee, the 5'6" sophomore guard. She is third on the team in points at 9.7 points per game. As we are now officially halfway through the season. That's Sudbeck. Lions switch off on the screen. A lot of ball pressure here by the Lions. Now Bunkers has it. Almost stolen away. Cross court. Screen there set. No going though. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sheldon's got to get a shot up, and that's going to be a travel as Sudbeck got a little too fast there. Mass substitutions. We have Lang, Sauer, Jonas, and Van Holland all back into the game for Sheldon. Nice cut there by Reibkema, and the assist goes to Cheyenne Struckman. Lang with it out top, over to Sauer. She's going to drive baseline. Had Van Hollen open for a second on the block, but that's stolen away by Danica Hugedorn. Hugedorn on the pass to Reibkema. Reibkema up and in, and assist. Danica Hugedorn. Danica also leads the team in assists, 5.2 assists per game, and leads the team in steals, 3.4 steals per game does the 5'9" senior. Van Hollen with it now going to her left. She'll stop for a three. Put up no good. Rebound comes down to Jonas, the freshman. Her shot is blocked out of bounds by Vanderzee. Lincecum and Vanderweer are going to come back into the game for Central Lyon as Sheldon resets underneath their own basket. They get into Lang on the block. Turnaround shot. Good. Hugedorn looking for the dribble drive, passes off to Lincecum. She finds Vanderweerd. Now Danica with it again. Looking to go to the middle of the lane. Nice cut, Vanderzee. No good. Rebound comes down to, that is Jonas, the freshman for Sheldon. Sudbeck gets cut off there by the Lions. They're looking for Lang on a post touch. Nice dribble drive there by Sudbeck on the blow by. And she gets her fourth point of the game. Lions, though, up quickly. And Reibkema is going to be fouled on the shot attempt. Mass substitutions coming in again for Sheldon as they're going 4 in, 4 out here. Anna Myberg looking to check in for the Lions as well as Reibkema going to go to the free throw line. Reibkema, 74% free throw shooter on the season from the charity stripe. Misses that one, now 1 of 3 so far. Everyone out for Sheldon but Van Holland. So you've got Bunkers, Van Beek, DeGroat, Kamstra, and Van Holland out there for Sheldon. Myberg checked in for Vanderzee for the Lions. Missed there by Reibkema. Rebound down to Aspen Van Holland. That's Kamstra with it now. They get it to Van Beek. DeGroat down to Van Beek on the block. Shot no good. Rebound down to Hugedorn. And we're under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Myberg over to Vanderweerd, and Jessa Vanderweerd with the made three. Bunker's going to walk it up here for the Sheldon. Little crisscross action up top. Shot no good by Andy DeGroat. And a jump ball is going to be called on the rebound attempt. Number 2, I believe that is. Yes, Aubrey Erks, a 5'4" senior, going to check in for Sheldon for the first time tonight. The Lions run Lincecum on a flex cut. They don't get her. Now they're going to run Myberg on a double screen in the corner. And we're going to get a 3-second call on those screens all being set in the lane. Lions don't get out of the lane in time. Bunker is going to get the offense going here for Sheldon. That's DeGroat, left-handed shot up and in for the freshman. Hagedorn brings it back up for Lions. Ripkema wide open, and why not? Taylor Ripkema, 22 of the 41 points here, and we're not even to halftime. The sophomore having herself a night. Bunkers for 3, no good. Vanderweer down at the rebound for Central Lyon. She'll look to push. Now over to Hagedorn. Hagedorn to the middle, finds Lincecum, wide open 3 in the corner. No good, and Van Beek down with the rebound. Abigail Van Beek, the 5'10" senior, does lead the team with 5.9 rebounds per game. She's also tied for third in points at 3.9 points per contest. That's Bunkers with her second bucket of the game, I believe. Yes, now 4 points for her. Averages 6.3 second on the team is Bunkers. Flex cut here by Lincecum. They get it to her this time. No good. Ripkema gets it. No good. And Ripkema's going to the free throw line again. So that foul is called on number 24, Abigail Van Beek, her second, team second of the quarter. And Ripkema, the one thing she's not doing well tonight is shooting free throws. Another mass substitutions. Lang, Sauer, Jonas, Erks, and Sudbeck are in the game now for Sheldon. Not sure who stayed out there. I think maybe Erks was out there before. Lost track. Second one up and in for Ripkema. Hofert going to check in for Taylor Ripkema. She'll take a seat on the bench. Jonas going to bring it up here for Sheldon. Over to Sudbeck. Sudbeck, the leading scorer. That's a 3. Good. And Taya Sudbeck shoots 34% from the 3. That's one that's stolen away from Cheyenne Struckman. And now Sudbeck going to lead it again. Sudbeck going for back-to-back points, and she gets it. Layup there by Taya Sudbeck. Nice find, Vanderzee to Struckman. Nice dribble drive there by Sudbeck. Misses it though, rebound down to Lincecum, and here come the Lions. And that one is knocked out of bounds off of Aubrey Erks of the Orabs. Danica Hagedorn going to come back in for Emery Lincecum for Central Lyon as we're under a minute to go here in the half. Again, stay tuned during halftime. We'll have a dance team performance during both of the halftimes. We'll also have a senior interview, and we'll have some highlights from the first half. Better quarter for the Orabs as the Lions have only outscored them 20-15 here so far in this quarter after being outscored 24-4 in the first. Nice pick and roll there, but it's going to be almost stolen away. No, run down by the Orabs. That's a 3-point attempt by Sudbeck, and Sudbeck heating it up now. 12 points now for the senior, almost at her season average of 13.3. Shot clock is turned off, so the Lions can take the last shot if they so choose. Lions are not good, though, at that sort of stuff. They really like to just get up and go. Vanna Weird, going to dribble drive. Keeps her dribble alive over to Vander Z now. Just a few seconds left. Vander Weird's got to force one. No good. Vander Z gets it and won't get a shot off before halftime. So that'll do it for the first half. I'm going to turn my mic off real quick and turn on our video camera mic. We'll be back with more basketball here. Stay tuned, though, for our dancing performance. We'll be back with the second half here in just a little bit on the CO Broadcast Network.
This time, please give a warm welcome to your Class 3 state champion soloist, Elsie Odekoven.
I'm prideful, but I'm deep in denial, thinking I could rely on nobody else. I'd be good by myself, build my walls up, thinking I couldn't be touched, but I held in way too much, and I tried to hide from judging eyes. Now I'm slowly sinking, caving, try to fight it, but I can't breathe. Chest is heavy, hands and I'm tired, but I can't sleep. Choking on my pride, my tongue is tied, and now I find myself reaching out. Which way to go? Did I wait too long to ask? Is it too late to call you back? I've had enough. I feel like letting go. Help. I could really use your help right now. Falling under and I don't know how.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Hello and welcome to the Lions Den, where we interview our seniors for the 2025-2026 school year. And I'm here with Randy Floyd. And Ren, how are you doing today?
I've been doing pretty good today. How about you, Jason?
All right. Can't complain. Decent Wednesday. And to start off, what does your schedule look like for this year?
First period, I start off with band, then I go to choir, and then I have my college class, my human relations class, and then I have a study hall. And then my fifth period, I have geometry. Then I have strength and conditioning. Whoop, whoop. And then I have agronomy. And then lastly, I have personal finance.
Nice. And what would you say your favorite class would be?
I would say that my favorite class has to be choir, because I'm such a musical person and I just love singing in general, so yeah.
Nice. What would you say your hardest class would be?
Geometry, because I'm not a math person. I've never been good at math.
And what would you say the biggest challenge was in your high school career so far?
I would say that my biggest challenge has been trying to pass classes without being stressed about it, but at the end of the day, I passed my classes.
And what is your plans after high school?
My plans after high school would be I want to go to Morningside University for 4 years to get my bachelor's degree in music education.
That's wonderful for you. Is that like teaching music, kind of like what our directors here do, like the Langholtz?
Yes.
Awesome. And what are some of your hobbies?
Outside of school, I don't really do much other than just play basketball in my free time with some of my friends and just work for my mother and then help my grandma out with work there. And at least it's not free labor. I get paid for it, so.
Yep. And what is your favorite part about Central Lyon?
I feel like my favorite part about Central Lyon is our teachers and the way that they teach. They teach in a positive way, and it helps us students out a lot. So I really do appreciate our teachers.
And what extracurriculars are you in?
Some extracurriculars that I am in currently are regular concert, band, and choir, and then both jazz band and jazz choir. Those are the only ones that I'm currently in.
And what has been your favorite memory of high school so far?
I would say that my favorite memory was my first time going into strength and conditioning with Mr. Shipper and how he challenges us. And it was a lot different than what Mr. Lorenzen did for us.
And what would you tell, or if you could go back in time and to see freshman yourself, what would you tell them to help you through high school?
Don't stress out about your homework. Don't stress out about your classes. You're able to do what you can, and just be smart with what you do.
Awesome. And while you have the spotlight, would you like to say anything else?
Go Lions!
Nice. Thank you for watching this Lions Den interview, and we will get you right back to the action after a word from our sponsors. Toodles!
Just realized I didn't have my mic on. It was on the camera mic the whole time. I do apologize for that. Thank you to my daughter for telling me, who is watching from the wrestling tournament in Brandon, South Dakota. That's what happens when you have to do too many things. Yep, everyone up here is laughing at me. Hoogadorn now with a layup, and good. I tell you what, though, you guys at home didn't hear it. That was some amazing announcing for the first 7 minutes of the quarter. You didn't hear it, though, because I forgot to turn my mic or turn my volume back up on the mic. Either way, Mrs. DeVries and Mr. Engel up here running stats and the video board, they can attest to how good the announcing was. Everyone else will just have to take my word. That one knocked out of bounds. Sheldon will have the ball underneath their own basket. Myberg back in for the Lions. And foul going to be called there, and Sheldon will head to the free throw line. At the free throw line, I believe, is number 25. Yes, Brielle Sauer, her first one up and in. Sauer is a 68% free throw shooter on the team, second on the team in rebounds per game at 3.3 rebounds. That one, no good, and Hofert will come out with a rebound. Vanderzee going to lead it up here now for the Lions. 6-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Lions a little confusion there. Step back three, Vanderweerd, no good. Rebound is down to number 11, Emma Bunkers, but she steps on the end line. Vanderzee will inbound underneath their own basket. Shot clock will be turned off now. Lions can hold for one. That one going to be a foul on Abigail Van Beek, the 5'10" senior. It is senior night, so we will, between games, we'll have some senior recognition. So we will stay on the mic for that, or on the air for that. Won't be able to try to adjust the camera, as we do have a robotic camera. It's not the same one that most schools use with the huddle. This is one that I've found and bought myself. Hofert makes the first free throw. So I'll do my best to get everybody on camera for senior night. But we will stay on the air for that. That one, no good. Rebound comes down to, that was Brooke Jonas, a 5'4" freshman for Sheldon. Now under 10 to go in the quarter. Bunkers looking for a screen. Gets it back to Sauer, and Sauer's fouled, and she's going back to the free throw line with 1.1 seconds to go. Not sure who they called that foul on. We'll get it here in a second. 52, that is Eliana Hofert, her first, team's third. Sauer at the free throw line, 1.2 rebounds so far tonight for the sophomore. Misses that one. Kamstra going to check back in, I believe. Yes, that's Kamstra back in for the Orabs. Jonas will get a rest. Second one, no good. Rebound. What came off the Bunkers? It would not have been good if it went, but it didn't fall. And that's how we end the third quarter. Lions outscore the Orabs 19-7. They'll take a 63-29 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll be back with that here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade, and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Lions will start with the ball and the 63-29 lead. Holford with it in the corner. Now back out to Vanderzee. And that's just thrown away. Looking for a cross-court high-low. That's not a very good angle. And Vanderzee wasn't open anyway. And it's a unforced turnover. Saying hello to Linda Sylvie watching from home. Again, you leave us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Three-pointer Camstra, no good. Ripkema down with a rebound. 32 points, now 8 rebounds for Ripkema. Nice find. Hugedorn to Hoferts. Danica Hugedorn with her 5th assist of the evening. Holford now 5 points. Nice evening for Holford. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And that's a foul called on, I believe, Ripkema. And Sauer will head back to the free throw line. Well, one thing I've been forgetting to do is I do have graphics for the kids. That foul was on number 32, Taylor Ripkema. Anna Myberg back into the game for the Lions. Sauer's first free throw, no good. This one, good. And we've got 5 new girls coming in for Sheldon. I believe it's going to be Lang, Sauer, Jonas, Erks, and Van Hollen, but I'll let you know if I'm wrong. No, that is Van Beek is in, and not Sauer. Sauer is just out there. Myberg over to Struckman. Struckman goes right-hand dribble, up and in. Brooke Jonas now will get things going for Sheldon. That's DeGroat with it. Van Hollen tries to get it dribble, kicks it over to Van Beek. Van Beek, long 2-point attempt, no good. And Anna Myberg, the senior, down with the rebound. Cross court to Hugedorn. Hugedorn is fouled. See here on the replay. Hugedorn calling for the ball. She wanted to get that baseline drive down, but unable to get it up and in. Danica at the free throw line. First one up and in. She now has 9 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. That foul was called on number 24, Abigail Van Beek, her 4th of the game. First on Sheldon here this quarter. Second free throw, up and in for Hugedorn. So Hugedorn now into double figures. 3 lines in double figures. Ripkema leading away with 31. Struckman with 13, and now Hugedorn with 10. And that one going to be rebounded there by Ellie Hofert. Push ahead, Ripkema, no. And we're going to have a quick timeout by the Lions as Coach Griffin going to get all 3 of her seniors out of the game at the same time as it is senior night. I don't think the crowd recognizes that, but it is senior night, so congratulations to those seniors on a great career. Those seniors have every year have gone to the state tournaments, being a part of this team, hoping to make it 4 for 4 at the end of this year. Shot no good by Hofert. Rebound comes down to Taylor Ripkema. Taylor Ripkema puts it up and in. Dump down. Over to Van Hollen. Van Hollen misses, and Vanderweerd with the ball. Linscomb almost loses that one, back to Vanderzee. And that one's going to be a foul called on Andy DeGroat. Into the game now for the Orabs. Bunkers, Sudbeck, Van Beek, and Kamstra back in. 5:08 to go here as we are in running clock territory as the Lions are up by 41. Lincecum with it over to Vander Z. Now Vander Weird. She'll take the three. She's not scared to take a long three, and it's good. Jessa Vander Weird, 3-point specialist for the Lions. 6 points, 3 rebounds for Jessa tonight. Both threes she's made have been very long. Stolen away by Redkema. Redkema kind of dribbles it into traffic there and has it knocked away. Vanderweer gets it, and now Vander Z has it. Lions are gonna substitute out at the next break. Vander Weird gets it in Redkema. Redkema puts it up, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Sheldon. So Myberg, Bosch. Myberg back into the game. Brooklyn Bosch, Lily Slade, and Lexi Davis in for the first time for the Lions. Lincecum will stay out there. Davis with it, and we're going to have a jump ball called, and Sheldon has the arrow. Sudbeck with it. Nice slip screen there by Van Beek, but Lily Slade with the rebound. Over to Lexi Davis. Now Bosch going to swing it to Slade. Slade has that one go through her hands. And knocked out of bounds by Emma Bunkers. Again, stay tuned. We will have our senior recognition during the break here between games. Bosch with it now over to Lexi Davis. Also, halftime of the boys game, we will have another dance team performance. This one will be the whole team. Lincecum up, no good. Rebound comes down to Abigail Van Beek. She outlets it to Sudbeck, and she's going to lead a fast break herself. Gets to the right side. That one hangs on the rim and goes in. Reminder, we don't have any home basketball games for 2 weeks after this, but I will be on the air a few times between now and the next basketball game as I will be headed to Okoboji on Tuesday, where I will be broadcasting the Siouxland Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament starting at 5 on Tuesday, January 13th. Then on Thursday, January 15th, we have a home boys and girls wrestling duel, JV and varsity versus Boyden Hall Rock Valley, starting at 6 p.m. And then Monday, January 19th, we have a JV girls wrestling tournament starting at 5 p.m. All of those will be broadcasted here on the CO Broadcast Network. Lincecum gets a steal, gets it up, no good, and knocked out of bounds off of Sheldon. Under 2 minutes to go here. We'll thank our sponsors one last time, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport of Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. Lions get in. Lincecum, left-handed shot, no good, but she is fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. We now have, that's a fifth foul called on Abigail Van Beek, so we're going to have 5 in, 5 out for the Orabs. I'll get you those numbers here. Looks like number 0, Nora Bunker, is a 5'4" freshman. Number 12, Alexis Dykstra, a 5'8" junior. Number 23, Aspen Van Hollen back in the game as Lincecum. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong backboard hoop there. Lincecum misses the first free throw. I'm assuming Michaela Vermeer is also out there, another freshman for Sheldon. Yes, she is. Van Hollen down with the rebound for Sheldon. That's Nora Bunkers. I'm going to go on a limb and say Emma Bunkers and Nora Bunkers are sisters. Could be cousins. Could not be related. You never know. Vermeer over to Bunkers. Back out, that was Stellings on the three-point attempt, no good. And Brooklyn Bosch down at the rebound for the Lions. Slade goes baseline, and Lily Slade with a bucket. That's Stellings with it. Now over to Bunkers. Down to under 20 seconds to go in the game. Vermeer on the drive. Loses it, gets it back, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound goes out to Van Holland. Van Holland, long two-pointer, no good. But rebound down to Vermeer. Vermeer misses. Rebound down to Stellings. Stellings gets it up, and Stellings gets it up and in. And that'll do it for the game. The Lions get the 76-34 victory. We'll stay here as we're going to get ready for the senior night, but we'll stay here, talk about the stats here. Sheldon, 12 of 49 from the field for 24%, 3 of 10 from three-point for 30%, and 5 of 10 from the free throw line for 50%. They also we had them for 26 rebounds, 18 turnovers, 5 steals. They were led in scoring by Taya Sudbeck with 16. Emma Bunkers led them with 6 rebounds, and they had 6 points from their bench. The Lions were 31 of 63 for 49% from the field, 5 of 14 from 3 for 36%, just 9 of 19 from the free throw line for 47%. We had the Lions for 39 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 13 steals. Taylor Ripken led the way with 23 points and 9 rebounds, leading the Lions in both categories, and Central Lyon had 15 points off their bench. So we're going to have our senior recognition now. Waiting for the senior recognition. Not sure if they're getting them lined up back there or what's going on. Again, I'm going to do my best to try and get the camera on them, but it's not the easiest thing. As we have 2 static cameras. They're not designed to get the front part of the court or anything like that. I'm trying to get the a shot on the rim on the other half court for these static cameras, and we'll see what our robotic camera comes up with. It doesn't like to follow one person, so we'll see what happens here. Not sure what is taking so long. Now we're ready. Manager, boys basketball manager, I think, maybe girls too, Berlin DeWitts. Now the girls basketball players, our first one is Danica Hugedorn. Anna Myberg. Cheyenne Struckman. Those are the 3 girls basketball players that we have for seniors. Now senior dance member, Elsie Odekoven. Boys basketball manager, Chris Conrad. Now our senior boys basketball players, Zach Drenth. Leo Grown. Nathan Robinson. Liam Vanderzee. Porter Vogel. See what my camera did there. There's most of them. But I want to say thank you to our seniors for everything that they've done over the last 4 years. As also a big thank you to their parents. As a coach, I know it's not easy to get your kids to everything over the 4 years, especially when they're freshmen. That's not the easiest thing to do. So Want to thank them for everything that they have done over the last 4 years, as it is, it does not go unnoticed. Let's put it that way. So we want to thank all of our senior members of our dance team and our girls and boys basketball teams, as well as their parents. We are going to reset here for a minute here as we need to get ready for the boys portion up top here. And we'll be back with the boys pregame after these words from our sponsors.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice. Or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Super Defaults, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the boys portion of our doubleheader. We'll start here with some pregame stats between these two teams. Sheldon comes into tonight's matchup 1-7 overall, 0-6 in conference play. Lions are 2-8 overall, 0-7 in conference action. Sheldon's averaging 45.6 points per game. They shoot 39.3% from the field, average 26.2 rebounds, 13.2 assists, and 6.1 steals per game. Sheldon also shoots 58.3% from the free throw line, and they average 16.2 turnovers. The Lions are averaging 43.2 points per game. They shoot 37.8% from the field, average 19.4 rebounds, 10.1 assists, and 4.2 steals per game. Central Lions also shooting free throws at a 66.1% clip, and they're averaging 17.1 turnovers per game. Earlier today, I had a chance to sit down with Coach Gerleman and talk about the last 2 games and tonight's matchup. We'll have that interview after this word from our sponsors.
Students in high school sports learn to live active lifestyles, the value of hard work, teamwork, and juggling the demands of academic and sports schedules teaches time management skills, all necessary for success beyond high school. Practices, games, and tournaments are all lessons in perseverance, and through it all, growth of friendships that will last a lifetime. DeNoble Austin & Company PC, a proud sponsor of Central Lyon Sports.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We're being joined by Central Lyon Boys head coach Ben Gerleman. Coach, thanks for joining us.
You bet, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach, let's talk about the game from Tuesday night. The Lions lost 59-51 to Okoboji. How did the boys play in that game?
Well, it started out really well and it finished really well, but the middle half of the game was something to be desired.
Yeah.
We just didn't play well. We turned it over and really dug ourselves a hole that we really couldn't overcome. I was pleased how we started the game. I was pleased how we finished the game.
Yep.
But that middle portion, they guarded us different than anybody else has, and they really played basically no help defense at all and just tried to make you beat them one-on-one. And we don't really have one-on-one players. And so that really bothered us, and it took us a while to get adjusted to playing against that. But we played really well in the fourth quarter, which was good to see, and we gave ourselves a chance.
Yeah.
And just came up short.
Yeah, and you and I talked before the game about what would you like to do, and about the dribble drive and those sorts of things. And I said it multiple times about how spot on you were, because it was like every single play, every single time it was put the ball on the floor and attack the hoop.
Yeah.
And we did a good job initially against it.
Yeah.
And then not quite as good a job in the second and third quarters.
And honestly, part of that was our struggles offensively, I thought, hurt us defensively.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're high school kids, and it's really hard to play defense when you're struggling on offense. As much as that sounds silly, as coaches, we're like, you got to let that go. It's hard for them, for kids to let that go. Which is why it's important to try to get off to pretty good starts offensively, because it gives you more energy on the defensive end too. So, but again, I was pleased with how we finished the game. I thought Eli Groen had a great fourth quarter.
He did.
He struggled to get the ball in the basket, and then found a layup in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden the floodgate opened for him, and pretty much he started scoring the ball whenever he wanted to, which was great. And so, I mean, disappointed with the result, but our goal is to keep getting better, and we didn't at times on Tuesday didn't get better, and at times we did, and we got to try to maximize the times we do.
Yeah, and like you said, you had a good fourth quarter, and you kind of rolled that into the game from last night. You go on the road to Cherokee, and got the 58-52 win. What'd you think about that game?
I was, I told the kids after Tuesday night, like, guys, I really didn't care if we won on Thursday when we played Cherokee. Like my goal for them is to not necessarily win every game. I mean, I want us to win.
Right.
I mean, I don't want people to think I don't want to win, but it's more important for our kids to get better.
Right.
And so that was our mindset going into Wednesday's practice and into Thursday. It was like, guys, we just need to get better and get better at the things that we've been struggling at. And I thought we got better on Thursday. I thought our guys came out and executed defensively kind of how we wanted to play. We got off to a nice start, despite the fact that they kind of played some odd 1-3-1 defense that was, not normal. And when we got them to get out of that, because we had a lead, I thought our kids did really well offensively, handled the ball, got the ball in the paint, and it was a good win. I mean, they were shorthanded, but they're still the 7th-ranked team in the state.
Yeah.
So I know missing the Paul's Rude kid really hurt them. He's their catalyst. He's not arguably the best basketball player, but he's a Division I athlete that is their floor general, and so that hurt them. But our kids really, really played well.
Yeah, you talk about the zone, the 1-3-1 zone. It's kind of, I don't know if it's weird, but we just don't see a lot of that in the Siouxland Conference on a night out and night in basis. If you do, it's usually some sort of 3-quarter, half-court trap that they might fall back into man or a 2-3 zone. And 1-3-1 is just it's just kind of weird for us to see.
And even the teams that we would ever face that use it, it's not like what they try to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's, hey, we'll use this for a possession out of a timeout, or
change
we'll,
of pace, or
we'll use it for 2 possessions just to mix it up and confuse them, and then they get back out of it. And for them, they stayed in it for most of the first quarter and most of the second quarter, I felt like. And so, like, I took our kids a little bit of getting just used to, and they were long. Like, they had some good-sized kids that were long.
And very senior-led. I think they have almost – I mean, there's a couple freshmen, but besides that, it's all seniors.
They play all seniors. They played 2 freshmen last night. But, I mean, they're a very senior-dominant team. And, I was just really pleased. Eric Austin, he played really well. But our best player last night might have been Leo Groen.
Yeah.
Leo just had an outstanding night. I mean, he was not intimidated by the length and the size, and he just was committed to doing the things he had worked on in practice of catching the ball and making a quick, decisive turn to shoot. And the 6'6" kid that was guarding him, I mean, Leo was scoring before that kid even knew it.
Yeah.
And so he had a great night, and I was really happy for him. And Eric played one of his better games, and finally got a little more aggressive, getting the ball towards the basket, which was great to see, because we've been hounding him for a week and a half about doing that. So yeah, overall, it was just a really good night.
And take that win into tonight, where we face Sheldon. What will we see from them?
Traditionally, they're a 2-3 zone team.
Mm-hmm.
I anticipate that's what they'll do. I think they will play some man, but traditionally it's a 2-3 zone, and they just kind of try to wear you into taking the shots they want you to take. And so if we can still try to get the ball in the paint, I'm pretty confident that we got good enough shooters that if we are left open, we'll get opportunities. But defensively, they've got a big kid that's one of the better ones in the conference, and he's not your typical big kid.
No,
I mean he's only 6'2", 6'3", but he's really good around the basket. And they try to surround him with as many shooters as they can. So we'll have to do a good job on him and just try to not let him just go off, and really limit the 3-point line if we can.
Yeah, fourth game, it'd be our fourth game in 7 days, essentially, and hopefully the kids with having a win last night, kind of a little bit more energy, because 4 games in 7 after you have a long break, sometimes you think, well, maybe the long break you get a lot of rest, but you also kind of get used to not going at game speed, and then you got to come back to 4 games in a very short turnaround with each one.
Yeah, I mean we've had 4 games and 2 practices.
Yeah,
really, that's we've since we started playing, we've had 4 games. This will be our 4th game. We've had 2 practices. Sometimes it's hard to get better when you don't get to practice.
Correct. Yeah.
And so that's going to be difficult. The win last night, I think, should help, mainly because it was such a long road trip, and it just made that trip home not seem so long.
Yes.
Because we got home at almost 11 o'clock last night, and then our kids got to get home, and so that almost worried me more than anything.
Yeah.
But I think the win really helped. The kids were pretty fired up and excited. It was a good bus ride home, and I think they'll be ready to play tonight. We've got a great chance to get a win, and we're gonna have to play well to do it.
Well, Coach, hopefully they can execute and get the win tonight, and we want to wish you good luck, and thank you for taking some time to join us. And we'll be back with more of our pregame show after these words from our sponsors.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Once again, I want to thank Coach Gerlman for taking some time out of his day to sit and talk with me about the last couple games and about tonight's matchup. Now let's take a look at the last 5 games for each of these teams. Sheldon 0-5 in their last 5 games. Losses at home to MOC Floyd Valley, Okoboji, Unity Christian, and Sibley Ocheyedan, and a loss on the road to Rock Valley. Central Lyon, on the other hand, is 2-3 in their last 5. They have a win at Cherokee and a win at ELC, and their losses all at home, Okoboji, Rock Valley, and Hills Beaver Creek. Taking a look at the series history between these two teams, Central Lyon has won 8 of the last 10 games, but Sheldon did win both games last year. The first game, Sheldon won 52-38, and the second one was 56-45. Now let's take a look at the boys' standings. You see Unity Christian leading the way, followed by Boyden Hall. Then you have Sheldon and Central Lyon down at the bottom. Sheldon technically a half game ahead of the Lions at 0-6 compared to 0-7. The Iowa Boys Association also puts out rankings. They've been doing that for a couple of years now. The newest rankings came out on Monday. 2 teams ranked in the Siouxland Conference. You've got Unity Christian, who is the #1 ranked team in Class 2A, and Boyden Hall, who is ranked #5 in Class 1A. So warm-ups are over. Teams are headed to their respective benches, and we are about ready to get set here with our boys portion of our doubleheader. Once again, thank our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. PA announcer Chris Wright going to get going here with our starting lineups. We'll start with the Sheldon Orbs. Their lineup's going to look like this. Number 0, a senior, Owen Brower. Number 2, a junior, Sawyer Olson. Number 4, a senior, Dirk Brink. Number 11, a senior, Drew Sauer. And number 23, a senior, Jonathan Canoy. Sheldon's head coach, longtime head coach, Eric Mason for the Sheldon Orbs. And now taking a look at the Lions starting lineup. They look like this: a senior, number 0, Porter Vogel. A sophomore, number 3, Eli Groen. A junior, number 4, Logan Koob. A sophomore, number 11, Eric Austin. And a senior, number 14, Leo Groen. Lions' longtime head coach is Ben Gerleman. A little slow going here. Mr. Wright having a little trouble down there on the PA. I'm not sure, something about got Eli's name wrong, and then now he's slowing down and making sure he gets everyone's name said really correctly. But no, just giving Chris a hard time down there. Both of these teams back in action next week. The Lions are off until Friday, where they will head to MOC Floyd Valley. Sheldon will be at HMS on Monday and then at Boyden Hall on Tuesday. Upcoming events here on the CL Broadcast Network. Tuesday, January 13th, we have Siouxland Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament at 5 o'clock from Okoboji. Thursday, January 15th, we have Boys and Girls Wrestling here at home versus Boyden Hall Rock Valley at 6. And Monday, January 19th, we have JV Girls Wrestling Tournament at 5 p.m. Sauer and Leo Groen will jump, and I guess Eric Austin, you say won that one, even though really the ball just kind of stopped on the ground. Shot up by Groen, no good. Rebound down, and no, going to be a foul called on Sauer on the rebound attempt. So Leo Groen tried to get a quick one up there before the defense was set, unable to get that one up and in. Lions get into Koob. See Sheldon sitting in the 2-3 zone. That one almost thrown out of bounds, just like Coach Gerlman thought they would do. Vogel gets it into Leo Groen. Leo, left-handed shot, up and in. Leo Groen gets things going here tonight for Lions. His first 2 points of the game, first 2 for everyone. That's Olson on the dribble drive, goes off his leg and stolen away by Porter Vogel. Now over to Leo Groen. Now Eric Austin has it, pushes it to Eli Groen. And that one almost thrown away. Vogel will corral it. Grown up and in again. And Leo Grown, 4 quick points. Coach Mason wants a quick timeout. Not happy with his defense. Gonna take a 30-second timeout. Remind everyone, you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we post videos or when we start these live broadcasts. And be sure to follow Central Lyon on Facebook and X to keep up on all the latest news. So, Lions getting off to a quick start, forcing the quick timeout by the Orbs. Grown, I believe, had 16 last night. Leo Grown had 16 last night over in Cherokee. After the Lions knocked off a ranked Cherokee Brave squad. Both teams from Cherokee ranked. That one will be stolen away by Eric Austin. Eric will lead it up for the Lions. Over to Vogel. And Vogel is going to be fouled on the ground. That foul is on number 23. Yes, 23, Jonathan Canoy. His first, team second of the quarter. Lions inbound it, just getting into Coop. Post touch for Austin, going to be stolen away by Canoy. Olsen, that pass. Almost stolen away, but that is Owen Brower, the 6-foot senior, somehow gets it and saves a possession here for Sheldon. 3-pointer, Canoy, no good. Long rebound, and it's over to Sauer. Drew Sauer is going to travel, I believe, before he could get that shot up. First substitution of the game, number 5, Dylan Idema, 6'3" junior, going to check in for number 2, Sawyer Olsen. Sheldon now playing a man-to-man defense. Eli Grown with it. Over to Coob now. Now Vogel dumped down to Leo Grown. Leo, left-handed shot up and in. Leo Grown using that left-handed shot to his advantage. And it's a quick 6-0 lead here for Central Lyon. Canoy on the dribble drive. He's going to kick to Brower. 3-point attempt. Sawyer Brower, no good. Rebound down to Eric Austin. Eric leading the team in points and rebounds as a sophomore on the year. 3-point attempt by Austin. Rolls off the front of the rim. Drew Sauer, the 6'5" senior, down with the rebound for Central Lyon. Brower kicks. No 3-pointer, no good by number 4, Dirk Brink. Leo Grown with the rebound, pushes ahead. Post entry to Eric Austin. Eric lets the defense clear away. No good. Rebound down to Dylan Idema. Idema now, 10-footer, and Idema with the first 2 points of the game for Sheldon. Eli Grown tries to go in. His brother kind of got in his way. Shot no good. Rebound down to Dirk Brink. Brink leads the team in assists and is second in rebounds with 3.5 rebounds per game. That ball on the ground, and we're going to have a foul call as Drew Sauer was able to get the ball back, put the shot up, and that foul is going to be called on Leo Grown. And Sauer will head to the free throw line. Sauer, 6'5" senior, shoots 68% from the free throw line. Leads the team in points at 16.8 points per game. Leads the team in steals with 11.4, leads the team in rebounds at 11.4. And he also leads the team in steals with 1.8. Malachi Vermeer into the game, as well as Sawyer Olsen. And Sauer makes both free throws And it's 6-4 lead for the Lions. Abram Metzger checked in for Central Lyon, the freshman, along with Nathan Robinson, a senior. Vogel thought about a 3, and he got a 3-second call on Metzger. So that turnover by Abram Metzger gives Sheldon the ball, and they'll have a chance to take their first lead of the game or tie it up for the first time since it was 0-0. Kanoy sets a screen, or gets a screen set for him. Tries to go back door, but it's tipped away, and now Austin has it. Austin loses control momentarily, but gains it back, and he gets the layup. Eric Austin and his first 2 points on the fast break. Idema over to Olsen, back to Idema now. Olsen will take a 3, and Olsen nails the 3 for Sheldon. That's a big three-pointer. Olsen only shoots 8% from long range on the year. Foul going to be called on number 1, Malachi Vermeer, his first. Into the game now, Owen Brower and Dirk Brink back in. Third team foul on Sheldon so far this quarter. That one almost stolen away, and it is. It's going to be off Vogel. So Sheldon inbound from the corner as they trail by 1 after leading momentarily 7-6. Olsen back to over the Sauer now, a 3-point attempt, good. Drew Sauer. Believe it or not, folks, according to not quick stats anymore, but Bound, that is Sauer's first made three-pointer of the year. He was shooting 0. Shot blocked there by Sauer on the Metzger attempt. Sir Olsen kicks to Dirk Brink in the corner, no good. Eric Austin with the rebound for Central Lyon. And stolen away this time by Dirk Brink, the 6'4" senior guard for Sheldon. Into the middle of the lane, Sawyer Olsen shot no good. Rebound can be tipped out of bounds off of the Lions. And now number 10, Braden Mao, another senior. I think, if I counted right, Sheldon actually has 11 seniors on this team. No, that's not right. That was last night. They do play a lot of seniors, though. 1, 2. They played 5 seniors already in the game as Sheldon. Sorry, Cherokee had 11 seniors. We talked, Coach Grilliman and I talked about that off air a little bit this morning when we sat down for our interview. But still, 5 seniors on the squad, and they all play for Sheldon. 3-point attempt, number 10, Mao, no good. Rebound to Olsen, and Olsen is fouled. Foul is going to be called on Porter Vogel. I believe that's Vogel's first. Yeah, second on the team. And Sawyer Olsen, 48% free throw shooter, will head to the free throw line. Olsen, third on the team in points, 6.9 points per game. And third on the team in rebounds at 3.4 rebounds, makes the first free throw. Leo Groen back into the game for Abram Metzger. Second one up and in for Sawyer Olsen. Sheldon extending their defense, and a silly foul there by Sawyer Olsen. That's the 4th foul. So the next foul, Lions will be shooting free throws. First foul on Sawyer Olsen. That one almost tipped away by Mao. Eli Groen has it. Over to Robinson. Robinson will take the long 3. Good. Nathan Robinson heating up from long range. He had at least 4 last night. I think he actually had 4 in the first quarter or first half last night. Kanoy with it now. Over to Brower. He goes baseline. That's a kick in the corner. Shot no good by Brink. Rebound. Somehow gets to Braden Mao. He misses it. And now the rebound down to Nathan Robinson. High-low, brother to brother, and Eli throws that one a little too far for Leo. Sauer back into the game for the Orabs. And for the first time now, number 24, Kale Story, a 5'11 junior. Logan Koob back in for Central Lyon. Coach Mason going deep into his bench, already playing 9 different players, I do believe. About less than half a second difference between game clock and shot clock. So Sheldon looks like they're going to try to hold for the last shot. Lions have fouls to give, so Vogel comes and commits the foul. That'll be his second, though. Third on the team. They still have one more to give, do the Lions. Eli Groen going to check in as Vogel with those 2 fouls will rest for the last little bit. So Lions are going to probably do the same thing. They're going to commit. They're going to make, hopefully get the Orabs to waste some time. Nope, now they kick. That's a 3-pointer by Olsen, and Olsen nails the 3 as time expires in the quarter. And Sheldon will take the 15-11 lead into the second quarter. We're back with more basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
And back here in Rock Rapids, Lions trail by 4, and they'll start on defense. Sheldon with the lead here. After the first quarter, Lions led 6-0. That's been the biggest lead for Lions. This 4-point lead is the biggest lead so far in the game for Sheldon. Olsen over to Sauer. Now that is Brower with it. Down screen for Brink. Thought about the 3. Lions are trying to high-low front and back on Drew Sauer. Make it hard for him to get open down low. Story kicks it to Sauer. Sauer over in the corner, wide open 3-point attempt is good. That's number 0, Owen Brower. So a 3-pointer to end the quarter, a 3-pointer to start the quarter, and now it's a 7-point lead for Sheldon. Long 3-pointer, Nathan Robinson, no good. Down to the rebound is Owen Brower. Three-point attempt, Dirk, Brink, good. 3 threes in a row here for the Orabs, and Coach Gerleman needs a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back with more action here in 60 seconds.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. Take another opportunity to thank our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. Lions will inbound here. Get it to Grown. Eli Grown now taking over point guard duties. Over to Leo Grown, now Eric Austin. Screen set by Robinson, and scramble, and we're going to have a jump ball. Lions will maintain possession. No, that can't be right. The Lions just started with it. Oh, no, sorry. That wasn't the quarter break. Huh, never mind. Lions do get the ball underneath their own basket. Eli Grown will inbound. Get it to Coob. Back to Grown in the corner. Three-pointer, no good. And scramble. And Nathan Robinson down with it. Robinson into Leo Grown. Leo Grown going to be fouled. Doesn't go in. You see here on the replay. Good rotation here by the Lions. Good quick pass there. And Grown will head to the free throw line to shoot two. First one up and in. Leo scored the first 6 points of the ball game. Now has 7. Braden Mao back in for the Orabs, a 6'1" senior forward. Second one, no good. Rebound down to Mao, who just checked in. So back down to a single-digit lead here. Three-point attempt, no good by Idema. That one goes out of bounds to Central Line. So the Lions get that one, the Orabs get that pushed ahead quickly, and the Lions unable to, get the, lucky to get the rebound. Sorry, I can't think. That one tipped out of bounds. Lions will maintain possession. Give it back to Austin. He'll bring it up. Coob over to Eli Grown. Eli to his brother Leo. Going to go down to the left. Up and fouled again. And Leo's going back to the free throw line. Foul's going to be called on number 10, I think, Braden Mao. Second team foul on Sheldon. And that is Mao's first foul of the game. That one up and in for Leo. Back into the game for Sheldon, number 23, Jonathan Canoy, a 5'10" senior. Leo, second one up and in. Leo shooting just 43% from the free throw line, so good to see him knock down a couple. Lions run and jump there. They get it down to Canoy. Back over to Brower now. That's Brink. Canoy with it, top of the key now. Now Sawyer Olsen's thought about the three, drives, and he's going to be fouled. They're going to call that one on the ground, so that's not a shooting foul. So Sheldon's got to realize now they have free throw, foul, so they get a reset of the shot clock. So fresh 35 on the shot clock because they were down to 2. Oh, they get it in nicely there to Olsen. Olsen backs down, no good. Rebound to Eli Grown. Leo Grown now pushes ahead to Coob. Now Eli Grown, top of the key. Nathan Robinson thought about the three, gets it down to Leo Grown, but he is fouled as Braden Mao just reaches from straight behind. He commits his second foul, third now on the Orabs in the quarter. And that one's thrown away to Kanoy. And Coob's going to be called for the foul from behind. So Logan Coob commits his first foul, second on the Lions here in the second quarter. Brink will get things going here for Sheldon. 4 out, 1 in type of offense for Sheldon. Following Olsen, who goes baseline, and a travel going to be called underneath the basket. Porter Vogel, Abram Metzger back into the game for the Lions for Leo Groen and Logan Coob. Sheldon into man-to-man. Tipped away from behind. That is Brink with it, trying to go coast to coast. No, kicks to Kanoy in the corner, no good. Metzger with a rebound for Central Lyon. Cross court, back now to Metzger. Nice cut, Porter Vogel up and in with a left-handed layup. Good find there by Abram Metzger. Good finish by Porter Vogel. We're back down to a 5-point lead. Brink with it in the corner. They're looking to rotate back to the top. That's Olsen. He's going to try to take Austin off the dribble. Brower now goes baseline, kicks to Kanoy, kicks over to Mao. Mao, three-point attempt, no good. And Eric Austin down with the rebound. Austin tried to take it all the way, no good. And that is going to be tipped out of bounds off of Sheldon. Number 42, Caleb Schwartz, a 6'3 sophomore center, going to check in for the first time for Sheldon. As I think that's number 10, Mao. Yes, Mao will get a break. And Eli Groen with the alley-oop off the inbound, and he's fouled. Groen playing a casual, jumps, gets pushed, and makes it, and Eli will head to the free throw line to make this a 2-point game. So Sheldon is led by as many as 11. That foul called on number 42, Schwartz, who just checked in. Free throw up and in for Eli Groen. Lions into some full court pressure. What they like to do is once they get past here, they like to run another guy at them. They don't this time. Brower over to Kanoy. Kanoy, three-point attempt, no good. Sauer down with the rebound, though, and he's fouled before the shot. Neither of these teams are very good three-point shooters, three-point shooting teams in general. Sheldon shoots 23.5% from three. The Lions shoot slightly better at 27.4. That foul called on number 24, Abram Metzger, his first, third on the team here in the quarter. Three-point attempt by Olsen, good. Reverse jinx, shouldn't have said anything. No, they are shooting well tonight, though, is Sheldon from behind the arc. Skip pass. Now they end up skipping it back over to Eli Groen. Groen and knocks down the three. Eli Groen now with 6 points. Back to a one-possession game here. Brink with it. Over to Brower, goes baseline, cuts cut off. Brink will take the three. Good. Sixth made three-pointer of the game for Sheldon. We have him officially a 6 of 15. Metzger gets it. Over to swing it to Eric Austin, no good. Rebound is going to be, a foul. And that's a fifth foul on the Orabs this quarter, so Metzger will go to the free throw line. Third foul on Drew Sauer. That is huge. Sauer leads the team in points at 16.8. He averages a double-double. He also leads the team with 11.1 rebounds and leads the team in steals at 1.8 steals per game. So 3 fouls now on him with 2:27 to go in the first half. That is huge for the Lions. Abram Metzger, freshman, first free throw up and in. Metzger, 68% free throw shooter on the season. As Dylan Idema checks in for the Orabs. The Orabs have 0, 1, 2, 4, and 5 in the game. Just pointed out to me by our statistician extraordinaire, Mr. Grant Engel. Don't know if I've ever seen that before. They're not technically numerical order. They don't have a number 3. They do. He's kind of more of a reserve player for him. But, yeah, that's kind of nuts. Nice backdoor cut there by Idema, though he loses control, and the Lions will have the ball. 27-24. Back to the 2-3 zone for Sheldon. Got to look for that short corner there. Metzger's got to rotate faster there. There's a nice skip pass to Eli Groen. 3-point attempt, good. Eli Groen heating up from range. And we're back to tied. First time we've been tied in quite some time. Rotation over to Vermeer. Vermeer's 3, no good. Austin with it, and he wants to lead a fast break. And a foul called on Vermeer, and Austin will head to the free throw line. So Malachi Vermeer, the 6-foot junior, commits the foul, his second in the game. And the Lions are shooting free throws. Eric Austin, that one no good. Austin leads the team in points at 8.9 points per game and also leads the team with 5.3 rebounds per game. Kind of a quiet night so far tonight, just 2 points, but he does have 5 rebounds and an assist already. That one no good. Rebound down to Sawyer Olson. Olson's leading the way of all scorers tonight with 11 so far. That one gonna be blocked from behind by Eli Groen off the shot attempt by Olson. Eli Groen with it in the corner. You gotta be careful, you're gonna get trapped there. Swing pass to Logan Koob. Now Eli Groen with it over to Porter Vogel. Vogel finds a 3. Good. Lions back in the lead. Lions now shooting 50% from 3-point, 4 of 8. Baseline drive there by Olson. Cut off. Kicks out to Brink. 3-pointer good. And the 6'4 senior who leads the team in assists with 2.6 assists matches the 3-pointer there. And we're tied. We approach 30 seconds to go here in the half. They dump it down to Austin. Cross court to Koob. Now Groen in the corner. That one's going to be stolen away. Oh, no. Going to be tipped out of bounds. Leo Groen, Nathan Robinson back into the game for the Lions. Vogel and Metzger will get a break. About a 4-second differential between game clock and play clock here. No fouls to give, though, for Sheldon. Now they got to go. 5 on the shot clock. Eli is going to find Robinson. He's got to put something up. Someone's got to, and it's a shot clock violation. So not a very good job there by the Lions. Got into that set just maybe 2 or 3 seconds too late. And now 3 seconds to go. They don't want Sheldon to get anything good off. That's Sawyer. Gives it up to Brower. Shot no good. And we'll head to the break tied 30-30. Once again, stay tuned as we will get going here with our halftime. We have a dance team performance as well as a halftime senior interview. So give me a second here to, I swear I'll try to remember to turn my mic back on after this, but I'm going to turn the mic on for the camera. And we'll be back with our second half after our halftime show.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today I'm joined by Isaac Quaker. Isaac, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Let's start in the classroom. Isaac, what's your class schedule like this semester?
So first and second period, I have work release, and I'm just working with my dad on our farm. And then third period, I have lifting. Fifth period, I have fourth period, I have study hall. Then fifth is government, which is not very fun. Then I have lunch, and then consumer business math is 6, and then I finish off with an English class, and then I have personal finance.
And you're a senior here at Social Finance, so tell us about some of the activities you're involved in.
So I in FCA, and I am in FFA, and I did football beginning of the year.
Nice. What other things do you like to do outside of school?
Outside of school, when it's nice and warm, I like to fish, but not really doing that right now. But otherwise, I'm working on the farm or playing just video games, I guess.
Nice. And what have you enjoyed most about Central Lions?
What I've most enjoyed was probably the teachers and staff that helped us really learn the stuff that we needed to learn, and definitely, I guess, all the students. I guess everyone's nice to everyone.
And what are some of your favorite memories of the past 3 years?
Definitely football. Going to state was really fun, and getting to be a part of the first years of going to state. Sophomore and freshman year were really fun.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of senior year?
I'm looking forward to passing government and being able to graduate, and that's probably it.
And what are your plans for next year?
My plans are going to Minnesota West and going to the egg programs
words of advice would you have for our current freshmen?
I would say stick through it. It's just 4 years, and it's definitely worth the 4 years.
Well, thank you, Isaac, for joining us today.
Yep,
and now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids as we get set for the start of the second half. Unofficial stats, Sheldon shooting 9 of 28 from the field for 32%, 8 of 18 from 3 for 44%, and they are perfect from the free throw line, 4-4. We have them for 11 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 4 steals. Sawyer Olson leading the way with 11 points. Drew Sauer leading with 4 rebounds, and they have 2 points from the bench. The Lions, on the other hand, are 10 of 20 from the field for 50%, 4 of 8 from 3-point for 50%, 6 of 9 from the free throw line for 67%. We have them for 12 rebounds, 8 turnovers, and 2 steals. Eli Groen leads the way with 9 points. And Eric Austin leads with 5 rebounds, and they have 5 points off their bench. Not sure what the delay is here. Oh, there we are. We're waiting for our official scorekeeper to get back in her seats. All right, now we're ready to go. Lions will run and jump here. Try to catch them sleeping, and foul going to be called on Groen as both players are going for the ball there. The Lions aggressive in their defense. That is Leo's 3rd foul already. Game. First on the team here this quarter, though. Sauer with it. That's Kanoy, and Kanoy is fouled. See who they call the foul on. I believe it was on Eric Austin, but we'll see here. No, it was on number 4, Logan Koob. First one, no good from Kanoy. Abram Metzger going to check in for Leo Groen with those 3 fouls. I'm sure Leo will have to set a little bit here. Kanoy, 40% free throw shooter on the season. Makes 1 of 2. Vogel will get things going now from the offensive end for the Lions. So we have 2 Koob in the corner here. Back to the 2-3 zone for Sheldon. They find Austin in the middle, but he goes through his hands. That's Brower on the miss. Sawyer misses, gets his own rebound, and before the shot, we'll have a foul called on Metzger. That foul is called on 24. Abram Metzger, his second, third on the Lions here. We're not even a minute into the quarter. Long three-pointer from Brink, no good. Austin down with the rebound. Eli Grown hit 2 threes in the first half. Austin now on the top of the key, over to Eli Grown. Grown, no good. But unable to get to the rebound were the Orabs, and it is will be Lion basketball underneath their own basket. We get into Austin. Vogel thought about the three, loses it, and Brower, number 0, comes away with a steal. Sawyer Olson. Now we have it back to Kanoy in the corner. Kanoy will take the 3, and Kanoy nails a 3. So both teams shooting much better than their season average from the three-point line. And that's almost a steal for the Orabs, but they step on the line, and the Lions are inbound in their own corner. They get in quickly to Eli Grown, back to Vogel, now Grown with it again. Koob will take a 3, no good. Brink down with the rebound for Sheldon. Olson trying to dribble drive, stops, spins, and gets it up and in. Sheldon, 6 straight points to open this quarter. Eli Grown gets cut off from the baseline. Someone's got to come to him there. He didn't have a good angle there. He has to go cross court to Koob. Now back to Eli, goes in the corner. Goes short corner. Vogel now, over to Metzger. He's double teamed. Under 15 on the shot clock, and Koob is fouled, and that's going to be called on the ground. So he'll inbound underneath their own basket for the Lions. They lob it into Eric Austin, and a foul is called. See who this foul is on. Foul is called on number 2, Sawyer Olson, his second on the Orabs. Austin heads to the free throw line. First one rattles in. Like this camera angle, thank our sponsors. You see them scrolling in the top right corner of your screen. Austin goes 2 of 2 from the line for the first 2 points of the half for the Lions. Coach Gerlin wanting the defense to extend. He wasn't happy. He wanted full court pressure there with Coach Gerlin. 3-point wide open. Owen Brower no good. Vogel down at the rebound for Central Lions. Stolen away by Olson, and Olson fouled, but he does not make it, luckily for the Lions. Sawyer Olson will head to the free throw line. Olson's first one up again. He is a 48% free throw shooter on the season. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal to go along with his 15 points. Well over his season average of 6.9, so he's over double his season average. So Sawyer Olson getting it done tonight for Sheldon. Back to a 6-point lead. The Orbs have led by as many as 11. Good spot for Austin to get it there, just kind of bobbled it. Now Metzger is going to go to work. That's a block from behind. Now Kanoy with it. Over to Brink. Brink thought about the 3. He's taking some long ones. Brink wanting a screen from Sawyer. Hand off to Brower, now back to swing it over to Kanoy. Sawyer Olsen misses, and Abram Metzger down with the rebound. Metzger, up, left hand, good. Drew Sauer with those 3 fouls, Metzger going right at him. Sauer just kind of lets him, just stands there. I mean, he can't really get too aggressive. He doesn't want to pick up a 4th foul. So he leads the team in points, rebounds, and steals on the year. Kanoy, 3-pointer good. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Mason. We'll take it with him. Back in 30 here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
We're back here in Rock Rapids. The Orebs have gotten out to a 7-point lead. They've outscored the Lions 11-4 here in the first half of this quarter. Austin will bring it up for the Lions. Now Grown with it. Over to, they swing it to Koob. They get to Austin in the middle. Austin shot no good. And saved to Brower. That's Brink with it now. Gonna go baseline. Lions cut him off. Good rotation here by the Orebs. They find Kanoy. He's cut off. He stops, pops, no good. And that's gonna go off of Sawyer Olsen. And there's Kanoy with a steal. Lions maybe went to that one too many times. Olsen, 3-point attempt, good. Sawyer Olsen having himself a night. Can't say much. He's now 4 of 4 from behind the 3-point arc. And that's stolen or thrown away. Another timeout taken by the Lions. We'll take it with them. Back to more basketball here on the CL Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. The Orebs continue to shoot well from behind the arc. The Lions are shooting well as well. 4 of 10 for the Lions, but Sheldon is 11 of 23 for 48%. That is more than double their season average. I mean, you can't really fault the Lions for letting them shoot threes, considering that they shoot a 23.5% from 3-point on the season. Lions changing things up a little bit here into a 2-3 zone. Brink, 3-point attempt. No good. Rebound is going to stay here. Number 5, Dylan Idema will check in for Sheldon. Sheldon just has to get it in. Brink will reset the offense. Brower gets it to Olsen. Olsen kicks it back out. Wide open 3-point attempt. Owen Brower, good. And that's a 13-point lead. Austin finds a wide open Robinson, kicks it over to a wide open Grown, no good, and nobody on the rebound there for Lions besides Leo Grown, but he was unfortunately going up against 3 Sheldon Orabs, and they come down with the rebound. Olsen over to Idema. Idema's going to try and get in on the fun. No. Robinson picks up his dribble, gets it back. Now the Lions desperately need a bucket. They've been outscored 17-4 this quarter. Nice move. Austin misses. Rebound tipped around and finally comes down to Sawyer Olsen. Who else? Olsen, 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist tonight. That's Idema now back out to Olsen. Brink with it. Back over to Idema. Brower now back to Brink. The line's still in that zone. Olsen cut off. He's got to get out of the lane, and he does. No, they're going to call it 3 seconds on Braden Mao. Metzger going to come into the game for Eric Austin. Lions desperately need a bucket here. A little run of, you get 2 buckets here in the last minute of the game or the quarter, kind of stem this momentum that Sheldon has. This zone, though, that Sheldon's been sitting in has really caused the Lions some fits. And going to be a foul called. Not sure who the foul is on. Foul's on 0, Owen Brower. 3rd team foul, that is. 1st on Brower for the quarter. So shot clock is now turned off. They get into Grown. That's Leo Grown. Now Eli tipped away. Koob runs it down. Picks up his dribble, though. Gets it to Leo Grown. Grown puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. No good. Down with it is Sawyer Olsen. Now Sheldon has a shot. Idema 3-point attempt. No good. Eli Grown will get it, and he'll just hold it. And impressive quarter for the Orabs as they outscore the Lions 17-4 to take a 13-point lead into the 4th quarter. Back with that after these words from our sponsors.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade, and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level, and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids for the start of the 4th quarter. Once again, thank our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin & Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seabird of Fultz Insurance and Real Estates. So the Lions will start with the ball down 13. Sheldon back into that 2-3 zone. Lions with their starters out there. Porter Vogel will take the 3, and Vogel with a 3. Lions need a run here to start this quarter. Kanoy with it. Tough shot, no good. Eli Grown with the rebound. Lions got a break if they want it. Eli over to his brother Leo, puts it up, left-hand shot, no good, but it's a foul called on Drew Sauer, and that's going to be his 4th. So Sauer will have to head to the bench again with 7:20 to go in the game. Leo Grown also had 3 fouls and sat most of that third quarter, makes his first free throw. Owen Brower going to check in for the Orabs. And that one up and in for Leo. Brower with it now, lines into full court press and a quick foul there by Vogel. That'll be Vogel's 3rd foul, I believe. First on the Lions this quarter. Also, I just looked at my phone. See that Indiana up 35-7 at halftime over Oregon. Amazing what Coach Signetti and the Hoosiers are doing this year. As it looks like they are headed to the national championship. Well, still a whole half left, but they're well on their way. And that one's just thrown away by Brink. So the Lions trying to step up their man-to-man pressure, end up getting the turnover. Miss there by the Lions. Sheldon back with the ball, 8-point lead. Conoy with it in the corner, over to Brower. They dump down now to Sawyer Olson. Brink with it, just dribbling. He gets it into Olson. Olson fadeaway shot, no good. And rebound down to Eli Grown. Austin with the top of the key. Over to Robinson. That one's stolen away by Brink. Olson trips. Robinson now has it stolen away by Brower. Conoy with a flyby by Robinson, and then he nails the 3. Good recognition there by Conoy to know that Robinson was coming from behind him. And then Conoy nails a 3. Shot up and in, this time by Eric Austin from the top of the key, though. Now to a 9-point lead. Brink gets it to Olson. Olson going to go baseline. Reverse layup, good. All credit Sawyer Olson. He is having himself a night. 20 points now, 5 rebounds. Robinson nails the 3. Nathan Robinson making it back into single digits here. Coach Gurley going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Back with more fourth quarter action here on the CL Broadcast Network.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
Back here in Rock Rapids, Lions trail by 8, 4:51 to go in the game. Both teams with one foul so far this quarter. Lions have 2 timeouts left. Sheldon has 3. So Robinson just hitting that 3-pointer. Went from 11 down to 8. Again, Sawyer Olson leading all scorers with 20. Leo Grown leading the Lions with 14. So Sheldon will inbound here. The Lions going to have to put some full court pressure. You know, when you trail by double digits in the fourth quarter, it's going to be more than just scoring. You got to play defense, and the Lions get the steal. Vogel over to Robinson, down to Metzger. Metzger up quick, no good. Rebound to Eli Groen, kicks to Robinson. Robinson three, good. Five-point lead now for Sheldon. And foul going to be called on the ground before Brower can get that one up for the shot attempt. Both teams looking for their first conference win of the year here tonight. Olsen, three-pointer, up and in. Sawyer Olsen, what a night for the junior. And that one going to be tipped away, but back to Robinson. Vogel now gets to Leo Groen, over to Eli Groen. Eli, long three-point attempt, good. And Eli Groen matches, back to a 5-point lead here. The Groen brothers, 12 and 11 points respectively. Eli with the lead, and now Eli with the steal as he thought that Olsen was going to go pick and roll. Groen up, no good. Rebound down to Leo Groen, up and good. And it's a one-possession ball game here. 3.5 to go. Brink brings it up, gets it over to Brower. Now Olsen. Lions want to get anybody with the ball in their hand besides Sawyer Olsen right now. Idema over to Brower. That's Brink with it now. They're trying to get Olsen down low. He's going to drive, spin move, and Olsen with a layup. No help defense on the baseline there for the Lions. And Olsen gets a wide open layup, back to a 5-point lead. Eli Groen, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, off of the Orabs. Austin going to check back in for the Lions. Drew Sauer will check in for Sheldon. Sauer, again, leads the team in points and rebounds and steals, averages a double-double. Has been on the bench with foul trouble for most of the second half. Lions getting into Metzger. Metzger's got to go at Sauer. He does, no good. And Metzger will commit the foul. So third foul on the Lions. I think that's also the third foul of the game on Abram Metzger. It is. And the Orbs will inbound. They get into Brink. Brink will break the press. And that's tipped out of bounds by Robinson. And nice inbound play. Drew Sauer, 7 points now, along with 5 rebounds. That one almost thrown away. They get it to Metzger down low. Metzger goes right at Sauer. Metzger muscles his way in for the bucket. Under 2 to go here. The Lions need a stop. They are trailed by 5. Nice backdoor cut. They get it to Sauer, and Sauer's going to travel. Sauer wasn't ready for the ball. He thought Brink was going to go up with a reverse layup. I think Sauer was coming down for the rebound. And the next thing you know, the ball is in his hand. Leo Groen back into the game for Abram Metzger. Porter Vogel will bring it up for the Lions. They have a chance to cut it to one possession here. Vogel gets it over to Austin. Leo Groen down low. Left-handed shot, no good. And that's Sauer down with the rebound. Sheldon going to run maybe a little clock here before they get into their offense. Olsen with it. And Coach Mason's going to call a timeout. So we'll take it with them here. Full timeout. Back after these words from our sponsors.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar today and always. Visit premierbank.bank or stop by to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids. The Orabs will inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 1:21 to go on the game clock. Lions trail by 5. Lions have one foul to give before they will send Sheldon to the free throw line. And they're looking to lob it into Olsen, but it goes off the backboard, and Koob comes down with the rebound. Technically a steal, I guess. Robinson with it, back over to Vogel. Lions going to set up a half-court set over to Austin. And it's thrown out of bounds. Sheldon gets it in. Again, the Lions have a foul to give. They can be extremely aggressive on defense here. They get it over to Kanoy. That's Brink, wide open three, good. Now the Lions need to score quickly. They get it to Koob down low. Everyone kind of standing around. They got to get some ball movement here. Porter Vogel drives, kicks, Logan Koob. Three-point attempt off the front of the rim, no good. And now Olsen with the rebound. Lions now need to foul. They have a foul to give. They've got to foul. Under 30 seconds to go in the game. And before a foul can be called, Sheldon takes timeouts. We're back after these words from our sponsors.
Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most. I started mowing lawns in 5th or 6th grade, and I started making money, so my parents decided to open a bank account here at Frontier Bank. I feel like when you walk in the door, they know you on a personal level and you know everyone else. With Frontier Bank's mobile app, I can check my balances all the time. Frontier Bank is my financial teammate when I need them the most.
When it's time to celebrate, Pizza Ranch is ready. We've got plenty of room and plenty of food for everyone. With pizza, desserts, and the country's best chicken, everyone leaves a winner. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Back here in Rock Rapids. Want to make sure I also thank our workers up here. We have Grant Engel and Sarah DeVries running stats and also running the video board for everyone in the gym. They get into Sauer. Sauer goes up, hits the basket, and we'll head to the free throw line. Foul going to be called on Austin. 10-point lead now for Sheldon. Sauer will shoot the and one opportunity. 19 seconds to go. That's probably going to do it. Sheldon will get their first conference victory. Sauer's free throw up and in. They'll improve to 2 and 7 overall, 1 and 6 in conference play. Vogel quickly up court, no good. Rebound comes down to Kanoy. Now Olsen has it. They have to get it across half court, and that's it. Lions are going to fall to 2-9 overall and 0-8 in Siouxland Conference games. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with our halftime stats, our post-game stats after these words from our sponsors.
On top of a hill in the heart of our little town, there's a place where the coffee's always hot and the smells are even warmer. At Hilltop, we brew more than just coffee. We brew connection, comfort, and community. Locally roasted, lovingly served, always welcoming. Come in, slow down, and stay a while. Hilltop, your coffee, your community.
Murphy Family Dentistry has been serving and supporting the Lions and all of Northwest Iowa for over 25 years. We are located in Rock Rapids, just off Highway 75. Our friendly staff is ready to help cheer up your smile for another Lion victory. Call us today to schedule for all your dental needs or visit us online at www.josephmurphydental.com.
My name's Elin, and I like sports because I like watching them.
My name's Miles, and I just like the school in general because our teachers are nice and we get to do a lot of fun stuff. Hi, my name's River, and I like the sports teams because my mom coaches the basketball team.
Super Defaults, local, true, insurance, real estate, all for you.
Students in high school sports learn to live active lifestyles, the value of hard work, teamwork, and juggling the demands of academic and sports schedules teaches time management skills, all necessary for success beyond high school. Practices, games, and tournaments are all lessons in perseverance, and through it all, growth of friendships that will last a lifetime. DeNoble Austin & Company PC, a proud sponsor of Central Lyon Sports.
A community is a place, but it's also a connection. It's where we all plant roots, raise our families, build our lives, and take care of each other. It's something we have in common, and it takes world-class care to keep communities like ours strong. We work together to live, to hope, to heal, because that's what neighbors do. Here for all, here for good. Sanford Health.
Hit one out of the park with a new or pre-owned vehicle from Papik Motors. With 3 convenient locations in Laverne, Rock Rapids, and Sibley, our team is ready to help with all of your automotive needs. Swing in today and let the hometown team be your dealer of choice, or visit us online at papik.com.
Papik Motors makes it so easy.
And we're back here in Rock Rapids, where the Orabs got the 65-54 victory. Scoring breakdown by quarters went like this. Sheldon outscored the Lions 15-11 in the first quarter. Then the Lions came back to outscore Sheldon 19-15 in the second quarter. We were tied 30-30 at halftime. Great third quarter by Sheldon. They outscored the Lions 17-4 and were up 47-34 at the end of 3. The Lions did outscore the Orabs 20-18 here in the fourth quarter, but not enough. And the Orabs come away with a 65-54 victory. Unofficial stats here. We had Sheldon 21-53 from the field for 40%, 15 of 30 from three-point for 50%, and 8 of 9 from the charity stripe for 89%. We also had them for 26 rebounds, 11 turnovers, and 9 steals. They were led tonight by the 6'3" junior forward Sawyer Olson, who had 25 points and 6 rebounds. They also had 2 points off the bench. Central Lyon, on the other hand, 18 of 47 from the field for 38%. They were 8 of 17 from long range for 47%, and 10 of 13 from the free throw line for 77%. We had the Lions for 21 rebounds, 16 turnovers, and 5 steals. Eli Groen led the way with 13 points. Leo Groen led the way with 13 points. Eric Austin led with 6 rebounds, and the Lions had 13 points off their bench. Lions had 15 points off their bench. That'll do it from here. I want to remind everyone that we don't have another home basketball game for 2 weeks, but we do have some wrestling that will be broadcasting between now and then. On Tuesday, January 13th, the Siouxland Conference Girls Wrestling Tournament that is in Okoboji, but I will be over there to broadcast starting at 5 o'clock. Then on Thursday, January 15th, we have a boys and girls wrestling duel with Boyden Hall Rock Valley, just a single duel for each of them. We'll only have one mat, so we'll do girls first, followed by the boys. That's a 6 o'clock start time. And then on Monday, January 19th, we'll have our JV girls wrestling tournament with a 5 o'clock start time there. One last time, I want to thank our sponsors, Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, DeNoble Austin and Company PC, Hilltop Coffee, Murphy Family Dentistry, Papic Motors, the Pepsi Beverage Company, Sanford Health, and Seaport of Fultz Insurance and Real Estate. Thank them for all their support, not just tonight, but each and every event that we have here at Central Lyon is broadcasted thanks to their support. Doesn't matter if it is an athletic event, fine arts events, things like our Veterans Day, graduation, all those things all get done by the gracious support of our sponsors. Well, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. For everyone here in Rock Rapids, I am Jeff Cruz, and we'll see you next time.